So our PR7 model couldn't be easier to operate. There's a number of ways to upload from the PR7, either directly through Wi-Fi, if you've got Wi-Fi available, or you can use our upload tool, which would be installed on a PC. Now, I've just got a very simple arrangement here, a single dock plugged into the PC, if you like. Equally, that could be a multi-dock, so it could be a 10-way or a 6-way, depending on what your requirements are. What I'm going to do is just simply slide the shutter down to turn the camera onto standby and record. Happens automatically. If you want to just turn the camera onto standby, then recording will start quicker by just holding the red button on the side for 5 seconds. But I've done it the quick way, the simple way. Just slide down the shutter. It's already recording. You can see it flashing away there. To stop recording, I will just slide the shutter up, and that's it. Okay. Now, at this minute in time, that footage is encrypted, AES-256 encryption. It's secure on the camera. Even if you smash the camera open, you did manage to access the memory card, which is quite tricky. It's buried in there quite well. You couldn't really do anything with it. You could stick it into a reader and shot into your PC, but because, like I say, it is encrypted, it's not going to do you a whole lot of good. What you now need to do is move it into our software in the cloud. And assuming the camera is registered in our DEMS account, and everything's good to go from that perspective, everything will be fine. You'll be able to view it on our DEMS software. So I will literally just drop it into the dock. Now, try and drop it into the dock. Sit down in. It could take a few minutes for the camera to be found and unlocked, because, to be honest, the camera's locked itself. So there's a connection on the side here under this little flap that you could use as well. So it's a mini HDMI in there. Even if you were to plug the camera in using that port, it's locked. And on the underside of the camera, it's just pins. So there's no real way to get into the camera without using some way of unlocking. I'll show you on the side there. There's your connection point. Again, it's of no real value. Now, it will take a second or two to find the camera and then to unlock it. It's not just like a memory drive that you would stick in, a USB memory drive that you would stick into your PC, even though you are using that kind of connection. It can take a few seconds. Once the camera has been found, recognized, checked for confirmation with our cloud, so there's a lot of things happen there very quickly. It unlocks it, it gives it a code to unlock the camera, and then it'll start transferring data. Now, we have another camera set up to kind of film that happening, and of course my screen has gone to sleep, which is great. So there we go, we're back on now. We can see the uploader tool sitting there. Once the camera has been unlocked and it starts to read what's on it, this light will start to come on bright, and you'll see just in a second. We can see now that the camera has been activated and unlocked, and on the screen itself you can see what's actually happening. So in this case, there are actually quite a lot of files for this camera to offload and move directly into DEMS, but that could take a few minutes or it could take a little bit longer. It just depends how big the files are, it depends how quickly your internet speed is, all those things. But one thing is for sure, as long as that remains as it is, it's got solid light now, everything's working as it should do, that will appear in DEMS and it will be readable or viewable. Now, if you had a number of multi-docks, the same thing would happen. It would just work its way through the cameras, 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, and so forth. And before you know it, your footage is viewable in DEMS. So it's very, very simple, really.